For most people, it's just you throw a ball down a lane, but once you finally get to know it, you have a certain enjoyment for it. Just the feeling of finally being able to just get that perfect pocket, getting that strike, figuring out the different ways to bowl, all the different balls, what they do. Just figuring out what your style, because my style is very different from somebody else's, and I think that's very important, and it's fun to kind of find your own style.
In bowling, you have the pins. Just look at them there, standing like a matching wall of boring, just daring someone to try and alter their status quo. Then boom, the ball hits. The Hazleton area boys and girls bowling teams are the ball, shaking things up while winning and having fun.
This team's full of personality, I can tell you that. They're just great kids, very team players. Like, even if they're not bowling good, they're cheering for their teammate to be better. They're constantly communicating and trying to help each other out. They're laughing on and off the lanes. Like, I think the one kid wasn't doing too good with school. I see like 3 other kids around him trying to help him how to figure out this math problem.
We are just a ragtag team of fun-loving people, because we have just completely opposites, and it's fun to be around them, because you'll have people that fight with each other, but they're best friends, you know that, and then people just get along so well. It's a puzzle piece that comes together. It's fun to watch.
In some sports, you can tell the captains by the letter C on their uniform. To find the Cougar bowling captains, just look for their cool hats.
Me and the other captain, Evan, of course, Evan kind of started off with the hats, and I always liked my hat, so I just kind of brought it along, and it's kind of stuck ever since.
Do you feel it's brought luck, or no? It's just...
Well, yes and no, because during matches we're not...
Oh yeah, you can't wear your hat.
You're not supposed to, but like some matches allow you, but we always see it like, yeah, it's our thing.
This team seems like it has a lot of personality. Do you feel like as captains you have to set the tone for that? Like it's important?
Yes, I know that me and the other captain, Edward Yannick, we're both very loud individuals, very fun-loving, very much love to bowl. You know, we're just here to have a good time and, you know, because a lot of people didn't know that there was a bowling team for Hazleton. I tell them that, they go, Hazleton really has a bowling team? Yeah, it's a very finesse-worthy sport, and I think the hats help it.
It's not all fun and games and hats for the Hazleton boys team that finished the regular season undefeated and qualified for the regional championships. You know, I say that, but when I asked junior co-captain Evan Prokosky about the reason for their success this year, this is what he told me.
We're fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the only way
it's
I
just
can put it,
you're
we're
loose,
fun.
you're having fun,
Yeah.
like...
When someone gets down, you pick them back up. If you miss, you try and help them out. You try to line it back up for the perfect shot again.
The Lady Cougars had a small team this year with strong leadership. Hazleton's 2 senior captains, Trinity Bobus and Natalie Hauser, both qualified for regionals as individuals.
When I'm bowling, I like try and hype them up, because once you're happy, and if you bowl when you're like you're gonna bowl That's just the way I see it. If you're happy, you're gonna bowl good. If you're sad, you're gonna bowl
Has bowling helped you in your life too, to kind of take that? That seems like a good message for life, to tell you the truth. I mean, yeah, Trudy, how about you? How would you describe your bowling personality?
I'm definitely the supportive, like I'm on top of people all the time about things that they do wrong and that they can improve on, just like to guide them a little bit, like, oh, you could have done this or that. Kind of like, I'm mostly told I'm kind of like a mother figure, almost.
She's
like,
the mom of the team.
Yeah, I really am. I'm the one that tries to keep everybody out of trouble.
Trinity, she's another one. She's really improved. Like, I've had parents come to me and be like, wow, like I've never seen someone improve this much over like 2 years, and you know, she's looking good. She's definitely a lot more confident than she was her sophomore year. And same with Natalie. I think I got Natalie, I think she joined a year or 2 ago. And yeah, she's another one. She's always there to have a good time, and you know, very consistent. And you know, she's like one of the biggest supporters of this team. You know, if someone's down, she's there and she's trying to make jokes. She's trying to listen to them. So yeah, bring back to the personality we were talking about earlier.
All 4 captains you met today started bowling at a very young age, and because their family was into the sport. Just like Edward Yannick, they're all happy to keep the family history rolling.
The St. Michael's Bowling Alley in Freeland, where I kind of grew up and learned how to bowl, my great-grandfather is sitting there, his picture's up there, for bowling, I think 2 or 300s or something like that. And I heard stories about how he would get off of work early just so he could go and bowl. It was his passion. He loved it, and to think that I'm still doing it today. So.
Head coach Jamie Kalaga rolled her way from the team at the Hazleton Area High School to playing in college. Now, while she's leading the Cougars, she's also working on her master's degree in sports psychology, and she has to be happy that her team is so happy.
Making sure, I'm really empathizing with them, listening to them, getting their perspective, because the biggest thing is, when I want to tell them something, make a move, making sure they're understanding it and making sure we're not getting lost in communication issues. That's huge. Especially from college bowling, I come with all these terms and I'm like, oh my God, they have like no idea what I'm saying. So being able to make it simpler for them, making sure they understand it in the same way.
Sports psychology, that's really interesting. What made you want to do that?
My experience in college bowling, high school bowling, just how much the mental game impacts your physical game, and just getting out there, learning more about that for me, and also passing that on to others, and just really advocating for that as much as physical training. It's a process, it's like a muscle. You go to the gym, you train the muscle. Same thing with the mental game. So I'm just hoping to plant the seeds here, and hopefully later in life they'll be like, oh my God, like it's all connecting and clicking.
It seems like the team is getting the message.
Anything else about this team you want the area to know?
We have a bowling team. And as you can clearly see, you're here right now, and there's a reason. We're pretty dang good. And it's fun to finally see this team come together. Like after last season went kind of rough. We lost a couple of really good seniors, and to see how we're mostly a team of juniors. We only have 2 seniors on the team, both girls. To see how there's freshmen coming up and competing, and just it's been fun to watch. It has been.
Hazleton Area High School bowling has style and substance. For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Cara. Sports on SSPTV News is brought to you in part by the Lehigh Valley Health Network and MMI Preparatory School. Come see what they have to offer during their exploration days. You can also schedule a visit with their admissions director. Call 570-636-1108, extension 136, or email admissions@mmiprep.org.